Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday Live with Alan and Greg, and our guest, Alan at Alan Reads. And we're going to have to be careful when we're talking to an Alan because we have.
Yeah, this one's easily confused. So,
Well, you want to get really confusing?
yeah.
Ghost Readers from the Sky. Hello, Alan.
so
Alan
cool.
and Greg. It's me, Greg. So we got
two Gregs.
two Gregs and two Allens.
Yeah.
For those keeping score at home.
And Pat at Book Chat with Pat. Hello,
Hey, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Glad you can join us. So, how are things going with everyone?
Good, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's interesting doing a noon show for me and probably Greg too. Now we got Monday night off, and
Yeah, I have my Monday night off. Yay!
yeah, it's different.
It is different, but I like it.
Yeah, I got something to do tonight, so it'd be good for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I get to stay up past my bedtime, so
Well, we
Oh,
don't
yeah?
have to get that late. I mean, tell us when you need to sack out.
yeah, we'll do.
Now, do you normally stay up late, or you go to bed pretty
Well,
early?
I would normally I'm normally in bed by 9, but I will read for, well, depends how good the book is, but an hour or so, and then either wait till I fall asleep and it hits me in the face, or
Right. That's
I-
what I do
I-
too. I got like when I point over there, I'm pointing to like another shelf and a end table with books on it, and I listen to audio, and I don't want to have one handy, but I've got these ginger, the real ginger, and they're you got to peel them off.
Yeah.
I fall asleep with those in my cheek too. They melt,
Okay.
Okay, yeah, TMI, but anyway, I like it. Yeah, you read at night too, Greg, don't you? Like Chris plays games or
Yeah, usually what happens is she's sitting in her den, and I'm sitting in the living room. Well, there's a cat usually in one of our rooms, getting attention. And then for me, about 10:30, I start running out of steam, where I start reading and I'm going like, I don't really understand everything I'm reading. And then I put the book down, take a nightcap, and sometimes I watch a couple videos before I go to sleep.
Yeah, well, a little nightcap will kind of lead you towards sleep.
Yeah, nightcap is you can't read after. Definitely can't read after the nightcap because your words are moving around.
Jeez.
And we got Gavin. Hello, Gavin.
Gavin,
Hi,
we
Gavin.
got some other England people in the different time zones. So,
Right, well, it's usually a different crew
Yeah.
mhm.
shows up to watch, and we have our English
Yeah.
guests or other overseas guests. So
Yeah. Well, I normally have to watch this on, well, not catch up, but you're normally on at kind of midnight or 1 a.m, so
Mhm.
I catch up the next day.
Yeah, now Gareth and Debs like to stay up late like me. So
Yeah.
I'm up I take naps periodically, but then I'm usually up by 5 a.m. And you're doing some things with MJ. You probably know she's up at like 4:35 too. So, but she's usually off to the gym or like Pat too. Pat goes to the gym in the mornings. I know.
yeah,
But
Yeah. No, I do. I know when MJ and I record, it's normally kind of at 9 a.m. for her and 2 p.m. for me. So
yeah, good balance, good.
yeah.
yeah. What was the last one? I forgot what the last one you did was.
The God of the Woods.
God of the Woods,
which went out last. When did that go out? Last week. Yeah, which was, if you haven't watched it, it's worth a watch.
Well, I've been meaning to read that book, and I have not picked it up yet. So,
Yeah.
it's sometimes when it's a specific book, you say, I gotta wait because you're gonna get into spoiler territory, I'm sure.
We will, yeah. All that, yeah, and we had quite different opinions about it. So,
Oh,
yeah. I remember when Angelia and I, buddy, read Beautyland, we had different opinions on the ending and made for a really good buddy read. And I'm buddy reading with MJ in December, her pick.
Yeah.
Like a new release, probably horror or something, hopefully. And
okay.
So that will do my year's end of reading like a new release every month by a buddy read and having them pick the book.
Yeah.
I started that this year. Then it was kind of a good deal.
Yeah. Well, MJ and I are reading occult detective novel. We're doing To the Devil a Daughter by Dennis Wheatley.
Oh,
I think I have that.
It's really amusing. I mean, it's a product of the 50s.
Yeah.
So you just have to go in and just say, okay, it's just a little bit different. No, what's really kind of interesting is that I have an old 70s paperback from Britain. And I also have the audiobook. I'm really mostly just listening to the audiobook.
Yeah, yeah.
And as I was listening to the audiobook, occasionally I read along, just because I liked it. And I noticed that there were some missing sentences from the audiobook.
Yeah.
And I guess MJ has the ebook, and I guess the Wheatley estate requested that there were some light edits done to be done to the book. And mostly, from what I found out, there was a talk about conversion rates from the pound to the whatever, the French whatever. The sentence, like, okay, whatever the franc was. And honestly, it was an exchange rate from the 1950s.
Yeah.
And foreign currency. And an American audience is just going to like add no relevance to the plot.
No.
Whatsoever.
Oh. Yeah.
So it was edited out. And apparently there may be some more salacious material. I mean, not really. I mean, it's 1952. It's not going to be really salacious.
No.
But apparently some people thought an American audience would be maybe a little too sexual.
Yeah.
Now I have The Devil Rides Out.
Yeah, we read that. Buddy read that together, or at least
I vaguely remember it. I don't think I.
You may not have finished it.
Yeah, I may not have. But yeah, I should reread that for. What would that qualify for? Horror?
That would qualify for Occult Detective October.
Yeah.
Oh, it would?
No. The Devil His Daughter is really not occult detective too much. Have you ever read it, Alan?
No,
I haven't. We used to sell. We used to sell a lot of Dennis Wheatley. When I used to work in a second-hand bookshop when I was like 19, 20, and we used to sell a lot of Dennis Wheatley's. And I've never read one, so
okay.
Never, selling. Lots of people were buying them, and it never kind of occurred to me to like, well, they're obviously popular, so maybe I should read one, and I never did. So
he's a good storyteller. He just takes his time.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's a product of the 50s, and I guess he's a little bit old. He would have. I don't know how old he would have been, but I still like it. I mean, I can put on that hat over the decades and say this is just a different type of storytelling.
Yeah.
I think.
This guy, Mark Billingham. Yeah, he's popular over there, huh?
Yeah. Popular crime writer.
Yeah, Mick Holland. Mick is to write a book. We buddy read Sleepy or something like that. It was a good one. There he is. I say his name appears.
Yep.
Yeah. So I got Rabbit Hole on the back burner. I was gonna start the Dispossessed, but then I'm waiting for tomorrow is pension day.
Midnight. You should get it at midnight.
Oh, midnight tonight. Yeah, so I'll be starting that.
I'm gonna start. I mean, I should be able to start Pynchon tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, Constance is here. I didn't say hello, Constance.
Hi, Constance.
Constance. Yeah.
H. Is he the one that's doing? You're doing
the Mark Bellingham.
Hold up.
We were just mentioning you, Mick. But he's good, popular, real prolific. I liked him. New to me.
All right. Just people saying hi. All right. So Alan, as a guest, you get to go first because our one thing we try to do every show is talk about current books that we're reading or recent books that we have read.
Yeah.
That you would like to highlight.
Okay. Well, my I've got it here actually. My current reading is Dracula's Guest and other weird stories, which is kind of my spooky pick for October. So it's a collection of, well, this edition is, the first half is short stories. So it's Dracula's Guest, which is a short story, and then a few others. And then the second half of the book is The Lair of the White Worm, which I haven't read yet. So I've read all the short stories, and I've still got The Lair of the White Worm to read. So that's my kind of current read. And what else am I reading? Oh, Project Hail Mary, which is a buddy read with Pat, Lecton, Mary Andrea, and Gareth.
Okay.
So we're reading that together. So we've finished the first third of the book. So we've split it in, because it's about 30 chapters. So we split it into 3. So we've finished the first 10. We've got 20 more. So yeah, that's interesting. So it's the same author who wrote The Martian.
Right.
So, and it's kind of similar, space and, lots of imponderable problems that he has to solve to, well, he's trying to save the world. So I don't think that's a spoiler. So
yeah, a lot of people in that group too. Yeah. So
yeah, well, it grew steadily because we originally, I think, agreed to read it a couple of months ago, and it was just trying to find a time when we were all kind of relatively free to be able to read it. So, and Gareth's joined recently, and yeah, so it's looking good. And then I've also got this month's, which will go out on the 31st, book for Shelf Talkers, which is John Connolly's Every Dead Thing, which is the first Charlie Parker.
I read that a long time ago. That was like in the odds.
I think it came out in the early 90s.
Something like that.
Yeah. So he's up to about book 22 or something by now. But I've never read any of them. So, we both MJ and I had that on our Kindle. So we just said, well, it fits with Occult Detective October. So that's what we'll read.
Cool.
So I now just need to pick something out for Dr. November that we can read for that.
Do you have any stuff you're planning on? Were you going to do the John le Carré, or was that someone else was doing?
I think someone else. I think Emily said she was going to read some le Carré.
No, it's one of the new guests. Oh God, I have his face. I know he's English. It's his first year doing it, and he said he's never read John le Carré before.
Okay. Yeah. No, I've read
Came in from the Cold, which is no. Emily was also doing, because I remember Emily. Now I said the Spy that came in from the Cold is really the the best spy novel ever written.
Yeah. No, I read.
You sent me a copy of that.
Mhm.
I still have it.
Yeah, no, it is a really good, that and the three the Carla books. So
The Tinker Tailor Soldier
Smiley.
Spy,
Honorable Schoolboy,
and Smiley.
Yeah.
I may try to squeeze in Honorable Schoolboy this year, not the year, next year, if I can.
Yeah.
It's not on my list to absolutely have to read though.
Yeah, no, I think I've read most of Le Carre's books now, but no, I haven't really decided what I'm going to read fiction wise for Dr. November. I kind of honed down the non-fiction to be kind of between the sort of 1930s and 1950s, so you get all of kind of SOE and the Second World War and that side of things in, but I haven't really thought about fiction yet. So
yeah, I have not picked my nonfiction yet. If push comes to shove, I'll pick up a Ben McIntyre book because those are always they're always worthwhile.
Yeah, no, I've got a few of those. I've also got because the Operation Mincemeat, which was the trying to convince the Germans that we weren't going to invade Normandy, we were going to come somewhere else, and they.
What? I thought that was Agent Zigzag.
Well, it might be in there as well.
Yeah, I know you like Churchill a lot. You're a big Churchill scholar. I want to thank you for doing my big book tag, and you held up the Churchill book.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the best biography rather of Churchill, I think, because
Manchester?
Sorry?
Was that the William Manchester biography volume?
No, it's the Andrew Roberts.
Andrew Roberts, okay.
So it's well, I say relatively recently. It's probably about 10 years old now, but they released a lot of his private papers about 10 years ago, and Andrew Roberts kind of had first access to them, I think, or access to them before they were released so that he could write his book. So you get a lot more kind of stuff that was previously just, not known about and people didn't realize was going on and so on. So, yeah. But no, what I was going to say was the Operation Mincemeat. I've also got The Man Who Never Was, which was the book written by the guy who actually was involved in, setting up that operation. So it was, McIntyre's book is the, his look at it like 80 years later. The Man Who Never Was written kind of in the 40s, 50s.
Okay.
So I might read that, or I might read both and just see.
Well, see, what I'm hoping is I'll get all these suggestions from my other co-hosts about a good nonfiction book that I want to pick up. Because last year I did the biography of Ian Fleming. And what's really amazing is that Ian, the biographer said, if Ian Fleming had never written a word of James Bond, he still would have deserved a biography.
Yeah.
Based on his actual SPA. He was a real life spy. It was like fascinating.
Yeah, that's a genre I have a gap in, as they say. I'd be really interested to dive into it, but I haven't really even dipped my toe into it.
Well, Alan, November, I sent you The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. It's 200 pages. Read that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good book.
I feel like I read it because we had a group on it too. And I recognize the name Smiley.
Well, the thing is, when you read the book, George Smiley appears on maybe in person 3 pages of that book.
Mm-hmm.
But once you figure out what's going on, he's almost on every page, which really makes it very powerful.
Yeah.
So, hello, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle's here.
Hi, Michelle.
October friend.
Yeah, Spy Who Came In From the Cold with Burton. Tinker Tailor is wonderful. And the movies, I like both. It's nice to watch the old Alex Guinness version and then also.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mick, I saw your comment. So yeah, we can buddy read that next month, maybe.
Oh, Michelle's asking, are you looking for a rare spy novel? Yeah, if you have some good nonfiction, recommend, because I have not picked my nonfiction for Dr. November yet. So.
Oh yeah, the Tinker Tailor.
You got a preference to when in history?
I like the Cold War.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just because, I was born in the 60s, so it's just my era.
Yeah. Well, you could, if you want a Ben McIntyre, there's, is it Agent Sonia?
I read that last year.
Okay.
That was my nonfiction for last year.
Agent Sonia.
Yeah. I've got a copy here somewhere.
Oh, here's Michelle saying the. Hold on. Let's see how that comes up on Penkovsky Papers by Oleg Penkovsky. Oh, that's out of print. All right.
Refill. You're alone, Greg.
Yeah, I'm alone. Okay, hold on. Let me speak. I'm looking up I'm looking up her suggestion on Amazon, and I see that it's out of. Oh, it's in her hand. It doesn't tell me if it's in your hand.
I can always still hear them when I just walk over to the kitchen wing. To get more.
So there's
I read that one too. Yeah,
you read that one too. Oh,
I said I've read a number of. I've read at least 3 or 4 Ben McIntyre books.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying is if I can't find anything, I know I can pick up one and like it and enjoy it.
Well, this is a good one.
The Man Who Broke Napoleon's Codes. Okay.
Oh.
So that's a good one. So that's by Mark Urban. So it's all about a guy called George Scoville, who is effectively kind of an intelligence officer in the Napoleonic War, and well, it does what it says on the cover basically. But he breaks the codes and also develops a signaling system for the British and the Allies.
Mm-hmm.
I like to read about Napoleon era stuff and War and Peace, big part of War and Peace.
So Greg is doing books about the Navajo code talkers. That was a fascinating. I mean, I remember seeing a book about that in the 80s. I don't think I didn't read it, but the problem is the Navajo language is just so complicated, so unlike any other language, that no one could figure it out.
Yeah,
I mean, I took there's an app called Duolingo to study foreign languages.
Yeah,
and they had a course on learning Navajo.
Oh, geez.
And I got through a few lessons and then going, this is not going to work. And the problem is, not only would be really, really difficult, you can't do much with Navajo. I'm sorry, you can't do a lot with Navajo.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Read books in Navajo. You might be able to find someone to talk Navajo with, but
right.
But the fact that they use this language as a basis for a code just meant it was really uncrackable.
Yeah, I seem to think I saw a movie about it, either a documentary or, but it's been a few years.
Okay, there's one of the books about the Navajos. Being grown up right next to the Iron Curtain itself, it always sounds odd to hear someone, I love the Cold War. No, okay, not that I love the Cold War, but it's a fascinating subject to read about,
Yeah.
especially in these spy novels that are really good. Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Let's see, where are we at now?
She'll also send you some screenshots to see if you're interested in how to get a copy to you. Okay. Maybe so. Now I see Amazon. Let's see. They have none for sale of the hardcover for the papers. Yeah, none for sale. At least on Amazon. They might be for sale other places. All right. What about you, Alan? What have you been reading?
Oh, the same old shite. Same old books I hold up. I haven't really talked about Memnock the Devil. You know, I'm in that Vampire Chronicles group,
Right.
Pat and Elaine and others, and I've always enjoyed Anne Rice. Since I was like I don't know, remember when, but early on, high school, reading her. So I wanted to bring that out. And then, you know, I could hold up the Cantos again and all that. I'm making good headway. I'm ahead in JR, but
the page you on?
Exactly 507.
507.
Yeah.
And I'm on 490. So you're only like.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not far ahead at all.
No.
All right, great.
Now this is a very curious book for people who don't know it.
Yeah.
770 pages long. There are no chapter breaks. You just have to figure out when the scene changes.
It's in conversational role.
It's about 90% unattributed dialogue.
Yeah.
You have to figure out who's talking as well.
But this is a reread for both of us.
That is.
Third for you, Greg?
My third time.
Yeah, second for me. And I don't know. I'm still like in love with Dunces, but this is second favorite comedic novel.
I know.
Confederacy of Dunces is so like just jam packed, and you know everything is just boom. And this is more spread out. This is more leisurely.
He doesn't edit himself. He's really good at listening to how people speak, not in the way people actually speak in dialogue, and creating different speech patterns. All of his characters, so you can recognize how a person talks. Like there's one character who's all go and he puts that in all his sentences. He's always very hesitant. And I'm listening to the audiobook as I'm reading this.
Me too. But
the audiobook narrator really does the dialogue well. Really, he does the voices just different enough.
Yeah.
That you can recognize them, and you can and he's very good at recognizing the speech patterns.
Yeah.
And what's hard for me is that there are a lot of characters who mispronounce words. And if you look at the page, it's spelled wrong on the page because the character is mispronounced. It's mispronouncing the word.
Yeah.
Which means that if you were just reading it, you'd have to be very attentive.
Yeah.
To pick it up.
True, Greg. Yeah.
Portfolio. Was it portfolio?
Right.
I can't quite get portfolio or something. You can't say it right because he's only 11. He's an 11-year-old kid, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're in the stocks and trading, so they got constant questions of adults, and it's just real fun.
Yeah, it is.
There's some different typography in it, you know. Because he writes, and this is way before cell phones or anything. He's got
this is published in 1975.
Yeah.
And it may be late 60s when it's actually taking place,
Yeah.
He took probably 10 years to write this book. Hold on for a second.
Yeah, I like him a lot. We've read the Recognitions and read
Carpenter's Gothic.
right. Then I've got A Frolic of His Own.
We have not read that one yet.
No. So I like it.
Well, eventually I'll talk about it. I mean, the thing is, it's not a book that everyone's going to pick up and want to read.
No.
And it's not exciting. It's not thrilling. But what's really funny is he's talking about business manipulation.
Uh-huh.
What happens when you have a business that's failing? That you can buy it up cheap and then sell it as if it's making a profit. And it's totally, I guess it's legal or underhanded, but it just sort of brings home why our businesses are so corrupt. All these underhanded dealings and making a business look better than it is.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, this stuff is still happening now. I mean,
Yeah.
And
that's like the overview of the book, but there's so many real specific and character twists, and there's a drunk in it, and it's just funny stuff.
It is. I mean, as I said, he really knows how to write dialogue.
Yeah.
So I love it, but as I said, a lot of people are going to try to read it and then just going to put it down because it's not written the way a novel is normally written.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Recognitions is a real brick too, but I don't know. I like JR better. Then I'll leave. I'm also reading a self-help book called, pretty popular, Atomic Habits, because I'm working on some habits and like smoking tobacco for one. But that's what I've been reading, the same old stuff. Oh God! And then how could I forget Edgar Allan Poe? And, reread Pit and the Pendulum, and Michelle and I are going to watch that. Vincent Price takes me back to when I was a real little kid, and go over to my friend Greg's house, Greg Gould, at midnight. But we were kids, have to get permission, and that I did Detroit, Michigan. So then I read the Mask of the Red
Death.
Yeah, that big ball, and it's great. Then I reread oh damn it, another one too, The Cask of Amontillado. That was gursome, but Pit and the Pendulum, I didn't remember how creepy it was with, the guy watching them and the rats and stuff. And then, but that's what I've been up to.
Okay.
Feel like I'm leaving something out, but reading wise, I'll hold up. Aaron and I are still, this is a bear, but I'm to the part where it's like American history. They're called the new cantos. And so it's more relatable, more readily available.
Yeah, because when I tried, it was all the Greek mythology. And I said, okay, just no, I don't know that much Greek mythology. I can't figure the subtlety between the way the Greek myth was told and the way he's telling in the canto is supposed to bring meaning. From
Turbius, and who the hell's Turbius? Or I know who Hercules is, and
right,
but and maybe Prometheus, but I don't know, all the real detailed ones. Yeah. So since you're looking into the companion, and Greg sent me this. Mm-hmm. Greg sends me a lot of books, man. But so I'll be sending you a book, Greg. I was talking to Michelle, I think, about it, or no, Jenny. But you'll get it for your birthday. Open it up on the show with Pete.
Okay, so when I get it, don't open it.
Yeah, and if you get some other things too, I think I'm going to send you a big birthday card.
Okay.
But that's what I've been up to.
And for me, I reread a book, one of my favorite horror novels of all time.
Uh-huh.
I reread it. I reread The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, with Bad.
What?
With Bad,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. She must have loved it.
It's her favorite horror novel.
Oh.
And it would definitely be in my top 10 horror novels ever written.
I'll never forget watching it with my brother when my parents went out. Now, make sure your kids don't watch this. It was on Channel 100, like the illegal cable. We were in bunk beds, me and my brother. Scared the shit out of us.
Yeah. But this, he just captures this feeling of this possession. And there's always your doubt in your mind.
Yeah.
Is she really possessed?
Yeah.
And you have
walking on her fingers and that.
And you have the Father Karras who gets dragged in, trying to decide, because he's a psychologist, saying all this stuff could be explained with abnormal psychology.
I've read the book too.
And that's really why I think it's a really good book, because it's super creepy.
Yeah.
She says things that is what the devil would say.
Mm.
I mean, a lot of times you get, images of the devil,
some vulgar
movies that are just don't feel like the devil.
Mm.
But this one, he makes her talk like you imagine the devil would want to talk to you.
Yeah, like Memnoch the devil.
So I just, this is such a great book. And what I did, I read a hardcover of this. It's across the room, but I found this out. This was originally published in 1971.
Yeah.
And what I learned is that the William Peter Blatty was not able to do a final edit on the book after he submitted it. So it went out with things that he would have liked changed.
Yeah.
So when he did the 40th anniversary edition, he actually did his final edit.
Yeah.
So there's two versions of this book. And so I was listening. I was listening to the audiobook of him reading, and he has the perfect voice for this novel.
Mm.
It is very gravelly, very deep. But all of a sudden, it's like, wait a second, you missed a paragraph, or the sentence, was reversed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So someone could go through
out of it, or
what?
Did it take you out of it? Or no?
What happens is I couldn't listen to the audiobook and listen at the same time because it just switches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And most of it, as they said, is just stylistic changes. That he had 40 years of writing experience after it got published.
Yeah.
And he could tweak his sentences a little bit better for the most part. So a lot of it was there. There was at least one added scene that I'll have to look up. And I think in this book is a lot more innuendo that Father Karras was a latent homosexual.
And
did
it scare you though?
No.
No, did it scare you? You read it at night?
I don't get scared by the stories,
but you like plausible horror, like stuff. So you're saying that it could be plausible in your mind that
right. But it's not going to scare me. It's a book. I'm not going to get scared reading a book because it's just.
Sometimes, though, I'll be reading a horror book and something will catch me at the corner of my eye and kind of, I'll get into like a mood that will, Never, not to you.
Alan, you don't read a lot of horror, do you?
I used to a lot. Oh, which Alan?
Sorry, Alan reads.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not a lot. A lot of Stephen King, but when he was his earlier books in terms of horror, but otherwise not a huge amount. No,
I can show.
Nicole, Bookish News. Hello, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
People saying hi. Michelle, when is this? This birthday is at the end of October.
And are you doing anything special?
Well, there is a neighborhood event. It's sort of becoming a tradition where we go out to this place called Capon State Park in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Now, my wife has these friends, and they all play cards together, and they just love playing cards.
Yeah.
They go out, just have this big card weekend where they like 3 days of just playing cards all day long. I don't participate in the cards, but we rent cabins.
Uh-huh.
And these are cabins from like the 1930s.
Yeah.
So let's just say they're a little rustic.
Yeah.
No, not a whole lot of modern. They have a toilet, they have a shower.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love when I do this, like sitting in this rustic cabin. My wife's out playing cards with her buddies. I'm back in the bed reading my book and going, this is really rather pleasant.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it basically happens right around my birthday. My birthday's like 2 days afterwards. So
yeah,
that's basically my birthday present, getting to go out
Yeah.
to this cabin and getting to walk in the woods, and a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sounds good.
It is. So
Nice.
Constance says The Exorcist got secretly passed around in my class at high school. So I have read the crucifixion scene, LOL. Southern Baptist. Yeah, I can imagine how shocking that would have been to someone in the 1970s. It was just like,
Mhm.
I mean, it's still kind of shocking in 2025, but
Mm.
Yeah. I kind of did a deep dive into the movie Exorcist, and I think there was a book on it too about the subliminal things in it. But when you watch it closely, and there's there's like documentaries like on this Shining too, on The Exorcist, but there's like skull faces juxtaposed on real faces during scenes and interesting things like that.
yeah.
But yeah, Peter Blatty.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for Alan Reeds. What other events are you planning on participating in this year other than Dr. November?
Well, Dr. November, then a Dickens at Christmas. So reading any Dickens novel over the 1st of December to 12th night, on the basis that most Dickens novels are fairly large, shall we say?
Yes.
And people tend to do things on between the 25th and what have you of December. So yeah, spread it out a little bit more. And yeah, that this a potential group read for that of the Pickwick Papers.
Oh,
So that'll be.
never read that.
Yeah, well,
I have 4 Dickens novels here. I have
Yeah.
a real nice Copperfield, but I even
Yeah.
have Little Dorrit.
yeah.
Then I have.
Wait a second. Is that the one that I think it was Christopher Hitchens who says, if you don't laugh at the death of little Nell, you have no sense of humor or whatever?
I don't know.
Is that the one where she died? The death of little Nell?
I haven't read it.
I've never read Little Dorrit, so I don't.
It's thick.
Yeah,
Pickwick Papers.
yeah.
So
So,
what's your
that's his.
So what's your
His-
favorite Dickens?
I really like. Great Expectations, David Copperfield, Christmas Carol. So one of those. But I think that there's quite a few that I've never read. So I need to try and read, catch up on reading the ones I've never read. I mean, some of them are better than others, as you probably know. But yeah, there's a few that I've still got to go, and I'll get to them eventually, hopefully. so many books that I need to, so many books that I want to read, and particularly classics that didn't read when I was younger for a variety of reasons, and now kind of thinking, actually I missed out on quite a few really good books just because it's like, well, the kind of what teenage view, I guess, of classics being big boring stuffy books that only adults in their 50s read, that kind of thing.
Me too. That's why I named my channel the classics on it, not because I know so much about them, because I don't, and I wanted to, so in the past 7 years I've really caught up. I've read War and Peace twice. Want to read it again. Anna Karenina too. I just read Moby Dick about 2 years ago. I never read that. Dostoevsky, and even what's the Don Quixote? I've read that once. That was I didn't even know it was like 2 books or that.
I have never read Don Quixote. It's one of the things I need to do.
Yeah, we did a group on it with Raz and some other people. We were really good a few years ago. But some people say, why go back to that old stuff and reread it again? And when there's so much new, and because the new is kind of not as good. But the exceptions,
Yeah. Well, let's see. Chat. Ghost Reader decides to chat. How old do we think Greg is? 70? 75?
Yeah.
I wonder if I should boot him from the chat room.
Where's our moderator when we need it?
Well, the thing is, if you watch my channel, I put a video out last year at my birthday that stated my age exactly.
You did? I can't remember.
I did.
Yeah, I know how old you are, but
yep. So
my birthday is like 2 months and a day different. So we're pretty close in age.
Yep.
But I'm the elder one.
So Constance asked when is 12th night. Ghost Readers in the Sky says January 6th.
Yep.
All right.
The night you're supposed to have all your Christmas decorations down by.
Ah. Oh, Nil is the old Curiosity Shop. Michelle, when I was a kid, I sneaked Mom's copy of the Amityville Horror for a 9-year-old living out on a farm surrounded by corn. Judy the pig stuck in my head. I watched for Red Eyes in the Fields. Yeah, I reread that last year. It's a fun enough horror novel. I mean, I should not say they pitch it as nonfiction.
Yeah.
Although I don't think there's one word of truth in that book, But it was a great marketing gimmick to say this is not a novel, this is nonfiction.
Yeah.
Michelle, Greg 50. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Ghost Reader is naughty. McVocaire, oh no, I feel a bit bad for you. My TBR is so long. Oh yeah, I understand. Thanks, Constance. Mick says, I'm now used to being the oldest person in almost every room. Okay. I'm not going to ask.
Sometimes I watch late night TV comedians and that, and they have guests on, musical or actors, and I have no idea who they are. Never heard of them, Kind of makes me mad. Like Bad Bunny, but he's Latin. But I couldn't name a song.
I couldn't. And what's funny is I've been
Or not Britney Spears, but who's God damn it, who's married? Oh, who might Taylor Swift? I couldn't even name it. Not that I wouldn't like him.
But what's funny, Alan, is I guess there are some people up in arms about Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah.
And they go, "How dare you invite someone who's not an American?"
Right.
To perform at
Puerto Rico.
They're going like, you do know that Puerto Ricans are Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not a state, but they are Americans. And someone says, Bad Bunny is eligible to run for the president of the United States, if I'm not mistaken, because he's an American. And they just get so incensed.
I don't think he's old enough. Is he 35?
I don't know if he's old enough.
You got to be 35.
The thing is, I've never heard one of his songs.
They're really like dancey, you know, so they kind of out of my genre too, my listening thing. But a lot of famous people like him. Like they show pictures of famous actors at his concerts and that. But hey, MJ's here.
MJ, hold on, MJ.
He's got his. Is that from MJ's merch, or did you just buy that?
This is MJ merch.
Oh, cool.
I filmed a video for MJ earlier today, and I wore this shirt. So.
Oh, okay.
So I had to show her that I'm wearing her shirt.
Yeah, I'd like some more stickers, MJ. I'll have to. I have stuff to mail you too.
A couple years older than me, as is Alan. Alan is the baby of the bunch.
No, I'm older than Greg.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, he did? Okay. By a month and a day. 2 months and a day.
Alaskans are Ruskies? Not anymore. Oh, MJ. Bad Bunny guest hosted SLL a couple days ago. I saw one skit and he was pretty funny.
Yeah, I had that on Saturdays. I watch that or Austin City Limits. Comes on at midnight.
Yep. So Mick says, I never heard of Bad Bunny until his name appeared in the news this week.
Yeah.
There's lots of musicians that I've never heard of that are popular.
He's popular with kids, as they say.
Well, the problem is these kids are not really kids anymore. They're probably in their 20s or something.
Oh, yeah. He's popular with, I don't know why I said the kids. He's popular with a lot of people.
Yep. MJ says all sale profits of this shirt go to the American Library Association.
Oh. Cool, MJ.
Well, MJ, this shirt features in my video that's released tonight. So make sure that your store has it. Maybe you'll get a sale. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, I bet you'll get quite a few.
Well, it depends on how popular my videos are. My videos, as I was telling, have been tanking over the past few. It's like normally I'd get a few hundred, and now it's like what? Less than 100. So
yeah, we were talking about that. That's that tag video.
The tag video of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I thought that would be very
popular one.
Yeah.
No, it's like my worst performing video in years.
It's it's kind of a I don't think what am I trying to say? I remember having it. I couldn't tell you what it's about. So I basically have not read it. I don't think a lot of people have. But then again, it's real popular. It's like a cult book.
No, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is wildly popular still.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't know why it didn't do better. But you know something? You just can't figure it out. I mean, Some people claim you can figure out the algorithm,
Nah,
but I don't think you really can. It's just
no.
Well, MJ promised to tell me after she figures it out, the algorithm and that, and also the hype thing where you can hype people. Those are for really popular YouTubers. I think that new hype thing, because you can check the score, like the leaderboard, and it's all, you know.
No, it's not. It's not for like channels like mine. I mean, I'm small fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was hyping people's channels. Something else to mess around with.
Mm-hmm.
No, MJ's right.
Oh, MJ's raised $500 from this shirt. That's
Wow.
cool.
Cool.
Michelle says, have to bump you up. Thank you, Michelle.
Uh-huh.
My hitchhiker tag goes up tomorrow. Good for Greg.
Good.
Earth readers.
Cool.
No. MJ says hype doesn't matter much. No. All right. So Alan reads. What about events for 2026? Are you making plans that far in the future?
A little bit. Emily's doing from M Reads is doing a read along group read for Lord of the Rings, so I'll probably participate in that.
Now here's curious. I thought Randy Ray was doing Lord of the Rings in November and December, or is this a different reading of the Lord of the Rings?
It's a different one.
Okay.
I didn't know Randy was doing. No, so Emily was talking about doing the three books. So January, February, March.
Okay.
So
I've only read the first two in high school, so I've never actually finished the Lord of the Rings.
And I've never read it.
Okay. Oh, now's your chance.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't mind hearing that. Another book I need to get around to is Dune.
Yeah. No, I've never read Dune.
Really?
No.
Do you think I could get into Dune, Greg?
Dune, I really like it. He has some follow-up books, which I like the second one, even though he takes a very drastic step in the second book that a lot of people don't like. I kind of liked it. Yeah, and then I read the third one, and there's a scene in that I just don't get along with.
All right, but let's go back to the first one.
Dune, I think you might like Dune. It's
big.
It's 600 pages. It's not that big.
Good story.
I think it's a good story, but a lot of people think it's overly complicated. Just because Frank Herbert throws you into this universe, and he does not give you a whole lot of explanation of what's going. You just have to pick up what's going on from what's going on and figure it out. I kind of liked it, but I've read the book. I reread it 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it was like my third reread, fourth reread. And I've been meaning to read the other ones of it, but just you know how your TBR is huge, so you keep putting it off.
I'm buddy reading out sci-fi with Gavin. He's doing some sci-fi project next year that he's picking out for me. Then I'm buddy reading The Man Who Fell to Earth with Gareth sometime. I've got it on audio. But then I got the Le Guin. Maybe I should stick to those and build myself up to Dune.
Yeah, Dune is not something you want to jump into with a whole lot of reading, science fiction reading behind you.
God, what I was watching a video today. Bookless Pete, where he mentioned Hubbard too in the sci-fi canon. I know he was real prolific with his sci-fi too. L. Ron
Hubbard.
Yeah, wrote a lot of sci-fi. A lot of shite though, huh?
You know what L. Ron Hubbard's really famous for?
Oh yeah. I've read Dianetics. But besides that,
that's really what.
Yeah, Scientology.
He was a hack. I mean, he was a hack author, really.
He wrote a lot of sci-fi, though, didn't
he? He did. I don't know a whole lot.
It was quite a lot. Like records. He holds records for some of the most novels. I thought.
I don't think so. I mean, he has written what is considered the longest science fiction novel ever written.
Oh.
And that's called Mission Earth or Invasion Earth.
Oh, yeah.
And it was published in 10 volumes.
Mm.
But as he says, it's not 10 books. It is one long book in 10 volumes because you reach the end of volume 1, you just start up the story in book 2. So
I think John Travolta even made a movie of that.
No, he made a movie of Battlefield Earth.
Oh, okay.
Which is another schlocky science
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be featuring him on my channel.
Are we still reading Catch-22 in April, Alan?
Yes, that's true too. I'm looking at it now. I've got a copy.
Oh, you're doing Catch-22 in April.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've read it before.
No, I've never.
I've never read it either.
No.
It was a gift to me from Patricia, my friend in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she gives me a lot of books too. Patricia H.
Yeah.
Comments.
Yeah, no, mine's my dad's old copy, so.
I
need to check it's actually in a readable condition because it's got to be, probably he probably had it when it was published, I would think. So.
And this is Catch-22?
Yeah.
Mine's a hardcover too. Let me get it. Oh, yeah. I've got like a little
you got the modern library. That's good.
Yeah.
Everyman's library.
Oh, that's right. Everyman's.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah, good. The font is good. Size. I don't even know what I'm going into it kind of blind. Is it about war, I think?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Alan, here's the plot. It's not okay. There is a bomber pilot in World War II, and the idea is that once I don't quote me on the numbers, but the idea is if you fly 20 missions, you're out and you can leave the army. There's a guy named Yossarian who's on like flight 18 or 19. He's getting all excited, and they say, "Oh, it's now 25 flights." So he gets like flight 23, 24. Oh, it's now 30 missions.
Yeah.
He's not being able to get out of the army.
Hence the title. And then the title, that's where the catchphrase, that's rare for a book, for a title to become a total catchphrase.
It is. I don't know of any other example.
No.
It's on par with Edgar Allan Poe and the Raven and National Football. But Alan would know the Baltimore Ravens from the Dallas Cowboys, probably.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. Are you into football over there?
Yeah, but you call it soccer.
Right. You like Manchester United or?
Well, I live near Portsmouth, so my local team is Portsmouth Football Club. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I've heard about Portsmouth.
Sorry?
I've heard about Portsmouth. I've heard it's a really cool city.
Yeah. Well, it's a quite a historic city because it's got the dockyard and so it's got a long association with the Navy. So we've got the Victory, which was Nelson's flagship. So
Mm.
there's a lot of historical and current naval activity. So, but it's also it's got associations with Dickens, with Conan Doyle. So there's a lot.
Oh.
So yeah.
Now, doesn't Gareth live in Portsmouth too?
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where, but
Okay, so here's a question for you, Al. This is Alan, Portland Alan, from Michelle. I think because you have the 2 L's. Are you pulling from David Bowie's favorite 100 books?
I'm not. I like David Bowie. I've got the Starman Tarot deck from David Bowie, and so does MJ. But no, I've heard of that list.
So, General, yep, catching up on both of you, Alan and Greg, about SF reads.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Kevin.
L. Ron Hubbard for creating cultists who pester people on the sidewalks in L.A. Do they really pester people on the sidewalks in L.A. for Scientology?
Yeah, there's a big Scientologist office downtown Portland too. I read Dianetics. It's really I don't even want to. There's some vulgar stuff in there. I think I'm not even going to mention, but
well, apparently, didn't he start it as a bet with Isaac Asimov, saying, "I bet I can create a religion." And people would follow it, and Isaac said, "No, you can't."
Yeah, I've
Who
heard
knows
that.
if that's true or not?
Yeah.
Gavin, thought you were going to say Hubbard was really famous for his Western and pirate story. I think he did write Western and pirate stories.
I like a good pirate story, like Wilbur Smith.
Gavin, you were thinking of Robert E. Hubbard. I think it's a joke.
Oh.
Must be 50 plus years since I read Catch 22. Loved it and ought to read it again.
April?
Yeah. Well, Alan, I've been trying to contact Chris at Luminal Spaces for our Mishima read in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not up for it, I'm not going to do Mishima on my own.
No, I wanted a free education.
Yep.
That's why the BookTube, that is what really draws me a lot. Reading classics and books I haven't read. Looking forward to Philip K. Dick next year. Got my books up there. Radio Free Abermuth, and then the Bellis reread. Bellis is pretty easy read, but fun.
Yep. MJ like Dune Messiah. Fear is the Mind Killer. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Catchphrase. I see what Alan did there. Xenu. Oh, yes.
Is that from Dune?
No, that's from Scientology.
Oh, Xenu it is?
You don't know? You don't know about that?
I remember
this is the Scientology secret that came out. Is that
I thought it was
there are these things called what were they called in Scientology that build up? Thetans. And Thetans you have to be audited.
Yeah.
To get your Thetans removed, they'll make you a purer, better human being. And what happened is you learn as you escalate through the levels of Scientology that Thetans are the remains of the evil god Xenu, who got blown up in a galactic war, and his particles got spread out everywhere.
Yeah, so you guys got
and build up these Thetans of Xenu, and that makes it become bad. And you got to get them audited out.
You guys got way more into it than I did.
I didn't get into it. I just read the description.
Okay, sounds good. You should know a lot of information about
Alan, it sounds like a crock. But then again, what's this guy? Tom Cruise is richer,
Right.
better looking than me, had more women, and he believes in it. You know?
Yeah. You know, if people have more money, it means they're smarter than us. So,
Alan and Gareth, in the Fratton Park Massive. Okay, that's something British that I'm not getting.
Fratton Park is Portsmouth's home ground.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, from Gareth, it seems like a cool city, and isn't Seaside by there? Or?
Yep.
Yeah, and Ollie lives. Yep. When I make my way over, I know where all you guys live.
So Constance is asking, what's the plan for PKD? Hold on, Constance. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. PKD wrote this book, Radio Free Albemuth. He never published it. He considered it sort of a failed novel, but it is sort of an early draft of his novel Valis. So that was his attempt to write Valis. So the plan is we're going to read Radio Free Albemuth and Valis in 2026. So we read this one and see, okay, this is the novel he didn't finish or didn't want published, and then read Valis. See what the connection is.
Yeah, I really like Valis. I have notes on it even. What horse lover fat, huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Married to Gloria, and yeah, I seem to have a lot of like notes. Or I didn't write any annotations or marginality in it, but it's coming back to me now. The section about all the numbers, questions, and that. Yep, from the God or whatever. But when we scheduled to do this?
We have not scheduled that.
Penciled in? Yep. It's good to have it penciled in.
So Mick says Greg seems to know a lot about Scientology. Maybe. Yeah, I just read what's available on the internet. Never been to a Scientology meeting.
All right. Sounds good.
Conta says Hubbard makes me sick, ruins lives.
Yeah, he has some real derogatory things to say about women, I remember, and Dianetics and Strange.
Lee is here.
I'm
finally here. Had to stop to see what's up. Well, hello, Lee.
Oh, hey, Lee. Good to see you.
Genre. Here's Gavin. Greg and Alan both disappeared off screen to grab their dicks.
Oh, God. How dare you?
See, I was going to make a joke video, a short called My Favorite Dick Pics.
Oh, God, yeah. That's a little too much.
That's why your numbers are down.
I never did it, but it'd be a picture of PKD, Richard Nixon, other people like,
God.
But the thing is, I never did it because I understood that's probably not what I want to be associated with.
No.
Yeah, Lee. Is anyone joining Michael K. Vaughan with his classics review? I don't know what his classics review is supposed to be.
Hey.
I saw one of his videos about H.P. Lovecraft today. And that was the last one that I noticed. Now, he may be doing the real classic, the Greek classics.
Oh,
yeah,
he's a big fan of Herodotus.
He was talking about. He did a while ago. He did a video where he was talking about sort of plans for next year, and he did say something about revisiting
reading the Greek classics.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
She answered it. He's going to go review all 6. So starting with Herodotus. Okay, so probably Herodotus, probably Xenophon. Who were the no? Levy was Roman. He was not. I really want to join. Says I'm tempted. Especially it depends on what's happening next year. Especially if I don't do Mishima, if that event falls through, I may do that.
Yeah.
Because you know something, joining other people's events is more fun than hosting your own event. Is the PKD event in 26 called 2020 Dick? Gavin wants to know. He has not said when he wants to start, just the books in order. Okay. I will have to search that one out because I've never read Herodotus, and I feel like I should.
Yeah.
And I know he's going to recommend, I think, the annotated Herodotus is his favorite. I think that's his favorite of the Herodotus books.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm sure I can get a public domain, but sometimes those old translations are a bit.
So Herodotus, just a critic, or was he a playwright, or?
He was arguably the world's first historian.
Historian, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've not read him. I know like ancient Greeks a little bit. Took a class. I like Plato is easier than Aristotle for me.
Well, yeah. Well. Problem with Aristotle is, as I understand it, you only had his lecture notes. That's really what you're reading at Aristotle is what his notes for. Excuse me.
I just know him through Stephen Dillis. Basically, and what's that book on writing you did? Politics of something, where the 7 plots, there's only 7 plots, he says. Revenge,
Oh, Landmark is for Herodotus.
Okay.
In the Greeks. Not the annotated was for H.P. Lovecraft and Dracula and Frankenstein by Leslie Klinger. Amen. Constance, 100%. If I'd known that, I would have sent you my doubles.
Lee sends out books.
And she does?
Yeah, I have one.
I know Lee sent me a box of books just recently that hasn't arrived yet. But
wow. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
About time you got some stuff.
All right. Well, Alan Reed, anything else that you want to discuss? Or I know it's getting kind of late.
Oh, yeah.
I know you said you should go to bed about this time or get ready for it. So
yeah. No, I don't think so. Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah. We just have Patreon coming up, and then in January, Gravity's Rainbow. We'll be putting out. We're in a group read that, aren't we? Or
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that will be my 3rd read of GR, and diving into that mess. It's kind of messy in there.
Yeah.
The zone, but yeah.
All right.
Thanks again, Alan.
Thanks, Alan, for showing up. Everyone in the chat room, thank you for showing up.
Yep.
And everyone have a great night or afternoon. And catch you later. Goodbye.
Bye.